Y'all remember Justin Timberlake, don't you? I mean, he's a big name in Hollywood, big name in music, and he can't fight the feeling that he's got when he's got to tell you something. So he made big songs like that. You may remember him from NSYNC, I think it was, a Backstreet Boys, one of them boy bands. I don't remember which one he was a part of, but it was one of them four-member band that was dancing in shirts and sleeveless shirts and baggy pants and trying to act cool. You remember those back in 2000 when it was everything was about Britney Spears and dancing 16-year-olds? That was Justin. Well, he's matured. I can't say like grown up in terms of maturity, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. He's grown up. He's gotten old, and I think he's trying to find some sort of relevance back in the music industry. And the only way to do that is what? You got to serve the father of the music industry, don't you? Well, I think he took that a little too literal, and he did a music uh, video, and I want you to I'll put an image up here for you to see something, and I want you to tell me if this looks like it's something you could buy off the shelves. The name of the song is called "No Angels," and it goes on to talk about there being no angels on the dance floor. And at first, if you watch, well, first let me caution you: if you have a weak stomach for exchanging of bodily fluids, do not watch this film. Secondly, if you have no, you don't like demons and you don't like the seeing pictures of the devil, also don't watch this. If you don't like the club scene, don't watch this. And especially if you don't like it taking place inside of a makeshift church building, don't watch this. You see, what he did is he walked into this talk to her, and then things start to go a little bit south, or should I say down below. It goes to hell in a handbasket, literally goes to hell in a hand, like a girl. And then he changes tone and it becomes a little heavier. And then by the middle of the song, it's like a super demonic voice. And the lady he's dancing with starts to, let's just say there's some dark liquid that comes out of her mouth, and he begins to like almost bathe in it. We've talked about their sacrifices. We've talked about all this crap before. But it's very rare to see them actually put all of their nonsense into one video where you can literally see them telling you what all of it is about. We kind of knew that if you go to the club scene, you could encounter some very devious figures. You could encounter some very dark things happening there, drugs, alcohol, prostitution, you name it. And in, you know, Hollywood fashion, he decides to put it all in one video because, he wants to make sure that he gets everybody's attention. Unlike Little Nas, who went at it from a completely different angle, he went at it from the heterosexual angle. And boy, did he show out. Now, like I said, if you're a weak hearted person and you don't know how to compartmentalize and shut things out, do not watch that video. But for education purposes, if you want to go see it, to make sure you understand fully the gravity that Hollywood is coming at its people with, by all means, go ahead and educate yourself. Because there's only one real way for us to prove anything is for you to see it. We might be able to show you some stills or some flashes of it because that's technically all there is in the video. A bunch of dark video pictures and movements and bright flashing lights and all this nonsense. But what's the bigger picture here? The bigger picture is that they are fully aware that and it's okay for you to know that the devil is there. They don't mind you knowing that. And in fact, the more you know, they think the more you'll be inclined to go participate. Now, Justin already is aware that he is a member of that society. He's been that way since he was small. He got sold into it and he bought into it when he became an adult. But going to this level tells us one very important thing. Society has already accepted this. Now, can you imagine? I mean, I know Michael Jackson already did it when he did Thriller. We used to get away with a lot in the 80s and no one ever thought about it. It's just a horror movie, don't worry about it. But Thriller, let's not get it twisted, that was demonic too. Just be aware that that was demonic. And we gave it rave reviews. It won all kinds of awards. It was one of the best put together video ever. No, it was a buttering up. It was a soft blow to try and get you familiar. And today, it is aimed at the children, aimed at the weak-minded, aimed at the weak, period. And Justin knows this. He's not unfamiliar with the ways he grew up in it, for crying out loud. He was groomed from a very young age to do exactly this that he's doing as an adult now. And it's putting it right in your face. They don't care whether you know. They don't care even if you participate. They don't care if you hate it. They just know you can't stop it. And they also know that you aren't going to say anything. How about we fool them for a change? How about we surprise them and do say something? How about we break the mold and we start calling it out for what it is, and we boycott every version of this nonsense? I know there might be some people who are still Justin Timberlake fans just because of his voice, or the beat, or Trolls the movie. I don't know. Now, mind you, Trolls the movie has him in it as an actor and singing too. So don't think that the influence that he has off stage is not coming through to your children on the screen. What is done in the dark, remember? Okay, that's all I'm telling you. So be careful what you put in front of your kids. This kind of stuff is going to be more prevalent as the times come along. He's not going to be the last. Lady Gaga did the same thing. In case you missed that one, there are tons of these people out there that are just putting Satan right in your face. And what do? Lil Nas did it, right? He went down on a pole all the way down to hell, lap danced on the devil. What did we do? Nothing. We screamed a little bit, then we forgot it. There was no major uproar or nothing. We said some stuff, and then some people just kind of brushed it under the rug, and we're done. We can't continue to do that. Not necessarily that we can stop it, but we can try and open people's eyes to what they're seeing, to what we are seeing, to what is true. As for Justin, you keep dabbling in that, buddy. Keep on dabbling. I'm fully aware that you are completely happy and content to play the role you're playing. You're getting all the kickbacks from it after all. You get the fame, you get the money, you get the girls. You know what else you'll get? Your career is going to get real hot here real soon. Real hot. Your career is going to be like on fire. And the one problem, you're not going to be able to put it out. And it's not going to be the kind of fire that you like. In fact, your career is going to be so long in that heat, you're going to want out after a while. But don't forget, you wanted to go hang out with your pops, right? You're going to get to hang out with him for the rest of your life. Keep it up. Now, I'm not hoping that you don't come out of it, but I don't see you trying to. And as long as you don't want to, stay there. Go ahead. Have fun being there. Just understand this. Don't complain with the end result. You put yourself there. And you put yourself there wholeheartedly. And your intent was to bring as many with you as possible. So when it does happen to you, and you continue this way, it will. I want to make sure that I can look you in the eye before you go and tell you this. It is not as fun as your music video makes it out to be. And secondly, a suit ain't going to help you down there. It's not going to help you. I don't care how well you sing. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what kind of influence you bring to the table. You're going to get that big rubber stamp on your head. Bam! Hell. And that's where you're going to end up. And we ain't going to be laughing at you because you know what? That's a sealed deal and it's already done. Because apparently you've decided that your pops, the devil, is the most superseding thing in your life, to the point where you want to introduce everybody to him in 4K. Well, thank you for letting us know where you stand. And with us knowing that, we know exactly where to stand. And it's not anywhere near you, because when that lightning strikes, you're going to be one crispy critter.